somehow Thursday already. It feels like it should maybe be Tuesday, but it's Thursday. Another crazy one here, a lot of inside work, a lot of ordering of parts for, oh, it's outside, Toledo Blue. So this is the one from San Clemente that we drove down a few weeks ago, and it's got quite a blown suspension. So we're gonna be doing everything but the springs and a couple like solid metal cups that you don't need to replace. I am shocked. This is a 530 Sport package, which is option code S704A, and that's the inline 6 Sport pack struts. So option S705A is what the 540 M-Tech has and what the M5 has, and those struts are something like $675 or $700 a piece. These guys, $120 for one Sachs brand strut. That's it? Are you kidding me? So why are the M5 ones like 4 times as much? Because the M guys have deeper pockets, I suppose. You can't tell me it costs any more to make a performance strut than it does a regular strut. It's the exact same thing with different parameters. So we've been getting screwed on that for a long time, and I'm just learning this. Whew. So seeing that it's so inexpensive, at least from a parts perspective, and you know, those are just the struts. You got to replace the top mounts, bump stops. The inline 6 rear struts have some sort of a cup on them, according to the explosion. Yeah, it's got a little tube up there. Interesting. And I always do the spring pads, the nuts, the bolts, kind of everything but the spring. The springs only need to be replaced if they're A, rusty, or B, broken or sagging or something, and these seem fine. So this car is going to get a lot of improvements between the two. He owns the Black Sapphire one too. I think this is going to be the one he keeps, even though this is the one that's a worse spec technically. It doesn't have DSP. It does not have PDC, park distance control. It doesn't have navigation. It is a high OBC. It does have xenons. It is a sport package car, and it's not black. So it has all of those things going for it. Just no options. So we're going to be fixing things like this, hopefully this ding right here in the fender, obviously paint correction, the front bumper. We're leaning towards replacement. It's just fallen off the guides. I could fix that, but we got the problem there. It obviously needs to be refinished. There's mounting holes missing. He always replaces the headlights when he gets the cars to Florida. He's got a contact for the US lights, which he prefers, so it'll get new headlights. I've already ordered the window seals, front and rear. This is all cracked. That's a cheap aftermarket one. Back one's missing the corners. We're gonna do the cowl, the side cowl, respray the roof. And it's kind of fun to see these things come in. It's just any old, tired old E39 530, and a bunch of work later, we've made them shine and just look incredible again. Not everything. Now, we're not pulling all the stops out here. These are just daily drivers for him in Florida, and he kind of sells them to his friends, rents them to his friends. You know, they're just good cars that he and his family like, and it's an honor to work on them like this and make them nice again. So that's what's going on there. That was the majority of my day. Shipped out a bunch of stuff. Then I got to cleaning some wheels, the E60 wheels I didn't clean after I drove the car for a few days when Jeff was here, so I did that. F10 wheels I didn't do after I drove it before Jeff was in town, so I did those. And the 601Ms are actually pretty easy to clean. In other news, I've just been putting parts all over the place, getting stuff ready for when I'm not here. I leave next Wednesday, and I'm out for about 10 days, 7 or 10 days. So I want to leave Gary and Mike plenty of stuff to do. So the parts table has been filling up. We have a whole manual transmission conversion to go, front brakes on this guy, and then this car's done. This one's going to get a new front bumper. He's finally come around on that. So new front bumper, it's going to be painted and then filmed. This one's already filmed, but it's got a crack, or is that a seam? That's a nasty film seam right in the middle. But reason for replacements is here. I don't know what happened there. That was long before I saw this car. It's broken, and then the fender liner was scraping, so we took that out. And then obviously this is going to get a really good detail before it goes out. I still have to do this. I keep forgetting about that until I film these damn updates. So that's all I got. I'm gonna head out and get home before it gets dark. Okay, it's 11:05. I've spent the last 3 hours in the kitchen here doing a deep clean, maybe? I mean, with the exception of emptying the fridge and scrubbing the inside of the oven, I've done everything in here. Took everything off of the counters, even the liquor stash. Did the stovetop under the cook stuff, cleaned just everything. It had gotten a little grubby, did all the stainless steel, the glass, the stack thing, whatever you call that. Feels good. Smells good, except I got some of the stainless cleaner on the floor and it's now really slippery, so I may have to take some Windex to that and try to break that down. Anyways, you saw the shop progress today, stuff like that. I came home and mowed the front yard. I'm gonna do the backyard tomorrow. It got dark on me. It had gotten pretty bad out there. I raked up the leaves, cut the grass, blew the clippings around, cleaned out the garage a little bit. Aunt and uncle are coming into town on Sunday morning. Now it was gonna be Saturday night. Now it's Saturday or Sunday at like 10 a.m. So trying to get things a little bit more in order with them coming in. Tomorrow's Friday. I've got 2 appointments at the shop. King Kong is bringing his car back. That's the transmission that got stuck in third gear. I said in 500 miles, bring it back. Let's change the transmission fluid. So he's just about 500 miles. We will be doing that tomorrow. Thing number 2, E39 Touring. Guy put in European taillights. I guess the Euro taillights are different on the wagon. I know almost nothing about the wagons. He said they have to be coated. So if it's in NCS, if the firmware has the setting for it, I should be able to do that and score an hour's labor in about 20 minutes if things go well. In other news, I've washed all of my detail towels because I've been detailing towels like crazy as we use different ones. Look at that. One load, full stack of towels. I've got more to do. I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy one, Friday. I'll talk to you then. Night.